Yeah, it was a good fight the other night. Josh Taylor became the undisputed light welterweight champion and one of the few actually in history, which is a really great achievement for a guy who only has 18 fights so far. Yeah, but definitely deserved. Yeah. Ever since he beat Regis Prograis, I knew that he could really, go on to unify all the titles. Because, Prograis was really kind of, feared because of his power and all that, his aggressivity, his knockout percentage and everything. And so everybody was pretty much expecting him to win, to perhaps even take out Taylor when they fought, but he didn't. He looked pretty. He was made to look very ordinary by Taylor that night, actually, which was a big surprise, of course. Yeah, so about the fight, Taylor fought pretty smart, that's why he won, I think, because Ramirez, he just went all out as usual, as Mexicans do. He did have success in the first half of the fight, or well, from round 2 to round 5, he was perhaps in charge, more or less, but then, as usual, Taylor came back strong in the middle of the fight, the sixth round, put him down. He really caught him with a great shot. It was beautiful, beautiful timing. Everything was just perfect, And yeah, so that's right. And then in the next round, he really put him down. He really put him down when he caught with a left uppercut, really. And one thing, of course, that I must say is the refereeing by Kenny Bayless was absolutely disgraceful. He not only did he give Ramirez a really long count in the seventh round, but he also kept pushing Taylor back, as far as possible after each knockdown. It was as if he was really trying to give Ramirez as much time as possible, to recover. And then Taylor also said after the fight that he kept threatening him with point deduction. He wasn't really doing anything wrong, nothing out of the usual. So yeah, of course, this is gonna happen when you have a guy who came from Britain. To fight, to fight a guy from USA, in USA. Yeah, but fortunately, yeah, there was no robbery. Taylor fought, he took control, also in the next round, the eighth round, and the ninth, and then Ramirez came back, but he wasn't really able to get Taylor in any kind of trouble. Taylor also avoided many of his punches. The crowd went all woo every time Ramirez would throw something, but he didn't land. Many of those punches were either blocked or avoided by Taylor. So, yeah, that's what happened. I don't know. I thought the decision was a little too close. Yeah, the judges didn't get it completely right because they gave each guy 6 rounds, 114, 112. And I think Taylor won at least 7 rounds, so it should have been 115, 111. Alright. But yeah, anyway, you can't expect any more than that in Vegas, It's a good thing Taylor got that decision, but I think if he didn't score those 2 knockdowns, he would most likely get screwed. That's how it goes, The judges instantly change when you have, if the fight was a draw or should have been a draw, they instantly give at least two of them give an extra point to the home favorite, so he gets to win. That's how it works. I know it's so obvious by now. Really dirty game. But anyway, Taylor won, and now he also took Ramirez 0, so which was significant. Yeah. So now I guess maybe he will go up to 147 and challenge the undisputed champion there, Terence, or not yet quite, but almost undisputed Terence Crawford. So that will be really great, really fun to see the fight. Yeah, I think because of his height and the way he fights, he will do pretty well against Crawford. I mean, he is a pretty good boxer, Taylor, and of course he has the power to hurt Crawford. Because all the other guys, that he fought, that he fought lately, or rather recently, were just guys who were just, charging straight at him, coming at him, trying to knock him out. That's not how you do it against Crawford. He's too clever to fall for that, Or some of them are just not doing that much at all. So I think Taylor is a different kind of beast, He definitely is. Of course, it will be very hard to beat Terence Crawford. Might be even harder to get that decision in USA if the fight is gonna be there. Maybe it would be more. I don't know if it would be more fair if it was in Scotland or England. I don't know. Even then, the judges might be perhaps slightly biased towards Taylor. Yeah. So anyway, Taylor is now undisputed champion. So he doesn't have anything left to win. By staying at 140, he can only lose. Has a lot to lose. There has been talks of a rematch with Prograis. I don't think that would be a good idea. I mean, why? What for? Even if Prograis was having a bad night, which I don't believe was the reason so much that he lost. But even if you can do better, I don't think Taylor should fight him again. He doesn't need to anyway. Yeah. So that's I guess all I had to say on that. See you. Bye bye.